Dear Mr. X, have you ever seen an eagle in flight? Have you seen how the talons on its feet spread into 4 directions? Did you know that west represents death? Did you know that we didn't want to be removed because we believed we'd be marching towards oblivion? Dear Mr. X, someone told me I shouldn't write about the Trail of Tears. I should write about something that people don't hear. But here's the thing. This is all I have. Here's why. People thought we should become more civilized. They put us into boarding schools and told us we needed to be saved. I always wondered from what, because if it was from preachers who paddled us while they screamed, "God loves you," they did a terrible job. How do you expect us to care about getting an education after that? Dear Mr. X, too many Americans don't know that my people were put through genocide. Dear Mr. X, I argued with a retired Marine about the importance of preserving languages. I brought up the Navajo code talkers. He finally shut up. Why did I have to be the one to teach him that? Dear Mr. X, how come you never taught us about the American Indian movement? Because my classmates think that people like me became extinct after the removal, since we weren't brought up again at all after that unit. Dear Mr. X, do you understand that if I could learn more about my history, that I'd be more interested in your class? Mr. X, I wish some people would stop telling me that Indian mascots honor Native Americans. I wish they would learn the real definition of honor. Dear Mr. X, why is the mascot of Seminole County High School allowed to wear a headdress he didn't earn when its students aren't allowed to wear the eagle feathers they did earn at their graduation? Mr. X, I wish people would stop assuming that I'm spiritual and one with the earth. I don't go to church, and my white boyfriend knows the names of many more plants and herbs than me. Mr. X, can you stop challenging my identity? I know my hair isn't jet black and my skin isn't tan to Hollywood standards. You're not telling me anything I don't know. Let me show you something new. Mr. X, I don't care if I fail this essay. I won't write about Columbus positively. How do you expect me to think critically when I'm not allowed to think for myself? Mr. X, Native American dropout rates are high. After my experience in your class, I don't wonder why anymore. Mr. X, if you want to say hello to me in my native tongue, don't assume that how is the correct word. Assumptions can make or break my trust in your ability as an educator. Mr. X, I talked to a Cherokee graduate student the other day. She told me that if she had had the same experience as me during the beginning of her academic career, she would have dropped out. This plagues me because she has the most brilliant mind I've ever encountered. Mr. X, please stop asking me questions about the Native American community as if I represent the entire community in front of the whole class. Just listen to me when I feel comfortable enough to say something in front of my peers. Dear Mr. X, if you have any questions, feel free to see me after class.